They met at a high school band practice in Scarborough, realized that their sound really clicked, and decided to set up their own group. That was 20 years ago for this duo, who have made a lot of beautiful music over the ensuing 2 decades. They named their group Dalla. Yes, there's a corny story behind that. Let's find out more from Sheila Carabine and Amanda Walther, the principals behind Dalla. Welcome, you two.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here. All right, let's start with the name. Hang on a second here. Amanda.
Yep.
Sheila. Where did Dalla come from, I wonder?
You got it.
Yeah, I
Led
think we
Zeppelin
got
was
it.
taken. So
What was taken?
Led Zeppelin was
Led
taken.
Zeppelin was taken. Okay, got it. So you went with that.
We went with Dalla. Yeah, we met. I was in grade 9, Amanda was grade 11, and we didn't really have a name for the first few years of playing together. And then we had to get a name to write on our demo CDs. And that was the second name. The first name was unmentionably bad. So
Do you want to hit me with it? What was it?
Glove Box. Because that's where we put the CD when we were driving.
Okay.
But yeah,
So not glove box, Dalla instead.
Dalla
Yes.
instead.
And it stuck.
It totally stuck.
It
Yeah.
stuck. Okay.
Yeah. And I will forever be the duh of Dallas.
Yes, so
You're the
I'm
duh,
thrilled about that.
And you're the love.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Can you take us back? Go ahead, Amanda, start us off here. Take us back to that band practice where the two of you met. And how did you find out that you clicked?
I was aware of Sheila for many years before that because our families were both part of each other's church folk groups. And so I had never formally met Sheila until that band practice. I introduced myself. I was really excited. I probably frightened her a little bit.
Yeah, Amanda had blue hair. So if you can picture
Oh,
16-year-old Amanda, blue hair, and I was this nerdy grade 9, Catholic school, buttoned all the way to the top. And then we started singing together, and it was really that instantaneous because our voices are quite different. And it's like together we have maybe half the range of Mariah Carey. but yeah, and then we have we grew up listening to the same music, like the Beatles, Cat Stevens, Krista Berg with all of his reverb, and the same sense of humor. And so it was written in the stars, I think.
did you know about her before?
I did. I realized later that I had seen her at some sort of coffee house, as you mentioned, or the church folk groups, and Amanda was part of her father was this minstrel playing penny whistle, and she was one of the children playing penny whistle with him.
Okay.
So I think I was impacted by that. Haunts my dreams to this day.
We should get into most people who come onto this set and tell us their stories have something musical in their background, right? They come from very musical families. I presume this is the case here.
Yes.
Yes?
So my whole childhood was my dad playing guitar and singing, and music was a feature in all of my childhood memories. There was always a soundtrack. And even looking at old, before the age of cell phones, I guess my parents would borrow the neighbor's camcorder every few years, and we had one tape of our childhood, and it would kind of cut, and suddenly we'd be 2 years older, but there would always be music in the background of every scene. And I think you had a similar experience.
It's just how we communicate in my family.
Yeah.
After every meal together, someone would break out a guitar and we'd just start singing.
Amanda's family is next level. I went to a few Christmas parties of theirs, and they all kind of looked like versions of Amanda. I joked, it was like, you're like Russian dolls. And they all could sing in perfect harmony. So I was kind of initiated into the family, and
And you took guitar lessons as a kid?
I didn't. I learned. My brothers both played guitar, and I kind of picked up. I did piano lessons, so that was kind of my formative kind of training. And then I played trumpet in the high school band, and
I played bass clarinet.
yeah.
You played bass clarinet.
I sure did.
You're a long way from bass clarinet these days.
Yes.
Did you never take guitar lessons or piano or any of that stuff?
My dad played guitar, and my eldest brother is the musician of the family, to put it lightly. He played every other instrument. So I kind of avoided learning an instrument for a really long time. But it was with Sheila. Sheila started playing guitar, and through our friendship and writing songs together that I picked up the guitar at age 20 and started writing on it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. I think before we go any further, we really need to hear you do what you do.
Sure.
Okay? So, this first piece you're going to play is called Oh Darlin' Don't You Know. Do you want to give us just sort of what was the inspiration or what was the background to this?
Well, it was written, I was on a trip in Prince Edward County, which is in the height of its kind of summer beauty, and it came to me very quickly. The lyrics came very quickly, and there are a few images in the song that were exactly from an experience I'd had. Somebody left me a poem on a table in the morning, Mary Oliver.
Props to Mary.
Props to Mary, and like flowers from the garden on the table. And I thought these are kind of these still life images that kind of capture this moment in my life. And then when I sang it with Amanda, and the harmonies really kind of brought it to its full life. So
And which instrument on this one?
we're gonna play the guitar.
Play that guitar. And it's not your normal guitar.
It's a lefty.
You're a southpaw.
Southpaw.
Yeah, I
And
noticed that.
I'm not actually a southpaw, just for guitar purposes.
You write with your right hand.
Right with my right hand.
But you play like Paul McCartney.
Because Sir Paul and I, that's the long game I'm playing. Trying to get to Paul.
Well, he's 80 now. You got a ways to go. Okay, here they are.
All right.
Dalla.
Oh, darling, don't you know I have walked with you a while. I have seen what makes you worried. I have seen what makes you smile. And when it's hard to count your blessings, don't forget the world counts you. And you'll be fine, and you'll be home, and you'll be true. When the grass is getting high and the light is getting low, leave a poem on the table, leave a flower in a bowl. Keep your eyes on the horizon, and I'll be looking back at you. And you'll be fine, you'll be home, and you'll be true. Oh, darling, don't you know I have walked with you a while. I have seen what makes you worried. I have seen what makes you smile. And when it's hard to count your blessings, don't forget the world counts you. And you'll be fine, you'll be home, and you'll be true. I can hear the birds, I can hear the breeze, I can hear my heart finally. I wanna hear you sing every sunny day. And when the clouds roll in, I wanna hear you sing. Oh, darling, don't you know I have walked with you a while. I have seen what makes you worried. I have seen what makes you smile. And when it's hard to count your blessings, don't forget the world counts you. And you'll be fine, you'll be home, and you'll be true. And you'll be fine, and you'll be home, and you'll be true.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Do you know how, well, yes, of course you know. But you two
Go
are,
on.
like, you are perfectly synced, right? You're perfectly in sync, not just harmoniously, but I mean, there's not a millimeter of space between when you say it and when you say, you know what I mean?
I think we breathed together. We were trying to analyze it.
That
And
is
we
re-
can read each other's minds.
Yeah,
so
Very troubling.
Okay, now I'm going to ask a real nasty question here. I see the way you two look at each other, you are just in the zone. And I want to know if you're faking it, if that's just showbiz, or if, Amanda, is that just showbiz, or do you, are you just, because you've sung that song together hundreds of times.
yeah, no, it's real. We deeply love each other, and we're extremely close friends. And I think the music, in some ways, is born out of our friendship and our closeness, and so those things are very much connected. So when we sing together, I mean, it's so joyful. It feels like everything's right in the world, and yeah, it just feels like we're connected.
I mean, I see that. It's in your face. I mean,
Yeah.
the way that it just, now you always sing the high part?
Usually, it depends on the song. Sometimes we'll move around a little bit when the harmony calls for it.
Yeah.
The song is in charge, really.
Yeah.
The song is in charge. Now, did you write words and music for that one? Do you write songs
yeah.
as well?
Oh, Amanda's a phenomenal
You
writer.
do write, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cliched question.
Yeah.
Words come first, music comes first? Which way does it go?
They come kind of at the same time.
They do?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we went to the Songwriter Hall of Fame one year, and one of my all-time favorite quotes by the great Leonard Cohen, when he said, well, let me just go onto the Leonard Cohen register, subterranean. But he said, if I knew where the good songs came from, I'd go there more often.
Ah,
and
good.
so there's some element of, you don't know why it happens, when it happens, but you have to strike and kind of when you're moved and called to write it, it just happens. And many days it doesn't. I'm not a very prolific writer by any means. Like especially in the last couple of years, I've maybe written 2 songs. Whereas Amanda has had this like outpouring of songwriting
Yes,
recently.
So many.
Now, what happens when you write a song that you think is absolutely a killer, and you think it's a 10 out of 10, it hits every note, and you sing it for her, and she goes, yeah,
And I go full Simon Cowell. I'm like,
yeah. Well, how do you resolve that?
I think a lot of our songwriting together as Dalla is exactly the song that makes us both vibrate the same. And so if there's a song that doesn't resonate in our universe, then it goes in the back pocket for something else another time. But the joy of us working together and writing together is that we both feel as excited to sing the words together.
and I think we have similar tastes.
Yeah,
like,
we do.
When we're driving in the car, there's not a moment where Amanda puts on a song and I think like I don't even know this person. It's we generally like the same things. So when it's been if I'm really excited about something and I play it for Amanda. But that's also a great test, playing it for an audience member or playing a song live. Somehow you become your sharpest critic, because you're almost imagining yourself hearing it through their ears. You're holding yourself to this much higher standard maybe than if you're playing it alone in your bedroom. So I feel like Amanda is like the audience of all my actions and all my songs.
But I'm not finished looking for trouble here. So,
Okay, yeah.
okay. You must
You want the
fight.
dirt.
I do. You must fight about something. I mean, look, the Beatles all like the same kind of music, and they broke up eventually. So,
We all watched Get Back.
yes. Maybe not all 12 hours of it or whatever it was.
That was a
but-
lot of cigarettes. I'm just saying.
But what do you not fight over anything?
Oh, of course. Yeah. I think that's the part of
What do you fight over?
Where to eat.
we have different taste in partners.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we've been together performing for 20 years.
Right.
And so as soon as there's disharmony, I actually feel physically uncomfortable. I'm someone who doesn't like conflict, and we head straight into any tension as soon as we feel it, because it just doesn't feel right to not resolve things. But we're very accepting of our differences. I think that's part of it, is that there's space in our friendship for us to have different views or different opinions, different thoughts and feelings on things. And we love and accept each other in that context.
And in the last few years too, I think we both explored different kind of like musical projects outside of Dalla, which has been really enriching. So then it's just made this experience, we're so much more grateful for it, because we come back to it and it's not just a given, it's something we look forward to. And there was a time where we were touring really intensively, and it was getting to the point where maybe there wasn't as much joy. It was becoming more, I wouldn't say a job, but it was hard to hear the music and what we were doing. And I think just by virtue of having not been able to tour at all really in the last couple of years, now when we perform, it just feels, we're so lucky.
Well, okay, as long as we're on the issue of the business of what you do, this is going to sound like a strange question. Can you make a living doing what you're doing?
You can make a modest living.
A
yes.
modest living?
But you do have to be away a lot. So that's the one caveat in being a folk singer, is you have to bring your music to other folks. So you have to be on the road.
I mean, you can do, sorry.
No, do you have another job?
I don't. I'm a full-time songwriter and musician and artist, yeah.
Okay, but you do have another job.
It's funny you should mention it, Mr. Pagan.
Well, I mean, the reason I know who you are is that you work in the building.
I do. I work upstairs.
You work for TVO.
I do.
Now, do you have to do that because that's how? I mean, you need a second job to make a living.
I've found that, I think it also just complements the two sides of my personality. I think I like having art as an outlet on one hand, and I also like routine and I don't know, I found, I mean, I love working. I've just started here recently, and I found that it satisfies maybe the more type A side of me. And actually, in the last couple of years, like I went back to school, and I found that that was a great kind of creative outlet as well in different ways. You know, just being exposed to different types of literature, and so I like a good challenge. And so I feel like having a 9-to-5 is great in that way. And then art just feels like, wow, I feel like I'm playing hooky when I
Right, but
perform.
you do wonder about the economics of being
Yes.
of trying to make a living as a singer in Canada.
Yeah.
And I've obviously talked to lots of people over the years who cannot do it. They need a second job in
Yes.
order to pay the bills.
Yeah, it's very challenging.
Or they need a partner at home who also is kind of supplementing the
Right.
general household income, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you, like, I'm not going to be so crass. Well, I would be normally so crass, but I won't be here. So crass as to say how much money you actually can make, either touring or selling albums or whatever it is you do. I mean, can you make a living just doing that if you were on your own?
You can, but again, it's very difficult, and you have to have luck on your side. You have to work super hard, and you have to be on the road all the time.
And you'd probably be renting a home, generally.
you
You'd
couldn't,
be
but-
renting a space.
Yeah, it's hard. All the things that people often like to be able to do, like purchase a home and have a family, are extra challenging with what this type of life requires.
So when you say on the road all the time, 52 weeks a year, you'd be on the road how many weeks a year?
We used to, when we were on the road, travel and show days together would be about 200 days of the year.
200 days out of 365.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
That is a lot.
mileage
Yes.
in the Dalamobile.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
And you just, I presume you drive
We
yourself
would drive
to...
as much as we could, and then, I mean, we played a lot in the U.S., so we would fly to different locations there, which was great. I mean, our geography improved majorly.
Yes.
I loved that aspect of it. I loved the travel. But we did get to a point where I think we had to conscientiously make a decision of, you know, Amanda has a family, and she said, I want to have a family, and really, there's only so many hours in the day, and I'm only one person, and I can't teleport yet. So, so that was a decision that we kind of made together, and that gave me the opportunity to go back to school. So initially, I have to be honest, I found it, I kind of thought, well, what am I going to do with all these weeks of the year when I had previously been touring and it was so much a part of my identity? And then it became an incredible, I don't know, it's opened so many other doors in myself that I didn't realize were there, and kind of piqued my curiosity for other subjects, which has only inspired new songs. So, yeah.
I want to ask you about one of our country's greatest, who's in his 80s now and still performing, and maybe you two will be too, I hope so. You performed at a Gordon Lightfoot tribute concert at Mariposa's Folk Festival in Orillia. Who was in the front row watching?
Mr. Lightfoot.
He was there. He was there. Okay, tell us the story. You're singing I presume, some of his songs?
Yeah, we sang If You Could Read My Mind in front of him and this beautiful audience. It was such an incredible weekend
Yeah.
at Mariposa this summer. To be honest, it wasn't our first time singing in front of him. We've had the privilege a handful of times in our career to sing his own music for him at different Gordon Lightfoot tribute shows. But this was extra special, and he greeted us after we'd finished the song with a handshake. We got to meet him and say thank you. It was just a very moving moment for us.
Do you watch him when you're singing, watching you?
I try not to.
Yeah.
Try not to. Would you
good.
want to know how he's reacting to the way you're interpreting his songs?
I watched him watch other performers. That felt a little, I think I would have probably forgotten the lyrics if I had looked over while we were
Definitely.
singing, unless he was just mouthing them to us. But watching him watch other people was just it was interesting, because you think of, well, he wrote this from such a specific point in his own biography of his life, and other people bring their own flair to it, which is such a testament to a great song if it can be revisited and reinterpreted and still convey real feeling. Like the feeling carries through despite, you know, who's singing it at what time in history. So, and as Amanda said, like this year at Mariposa was just phenomenal, because you're up in Orillia in Tudhope Park, on the banks of Lake Couchiching. I feel like I'm going to start singing a Gordon Lightfoot song. And we hadn't been in person at Mariposa for about 2 years. It had been an online festival. You know, festivals did what they could, but it's just not the same.
Not the same, no.
So
of
this
course
was, you
not.
know, kids running around in tie-dye, and, you know, there's bubbles in the air and wizards, and and it was magic.
Have you ever played on the big lake they call Gitchagumi?
No, not yet.
Not yet? It's waiting for you.
It is.
It's waiting. I can't imagine you weren't looking at him, though, at all while you were performing? Because you've got to be dying to know, geez, I wonder how he thinks we're doing.
Oh, I'm very aware of him. He was to the right of us, and I was definitely aware that he was watching us. But it's true. If
We look at each other more just to
Yeah.
ground each other.
just to make sure we don't lose track.
Globe Mail liked it.
They did.
Globe and Mail liked it. What did they say? It was one of the hits of the year, right? Your
think they
performance.
did, yes.
Yeah, it was one of the big hits of the year. Okay. This is like our best day here. So I think this calls for a song that might be called Best Day. Would you favor us with a tune, please, you two?
Maestro, my instrument.
Ukulele for this one.
Yep.
Here's Dalla.
When you grow up,
You're gonna be
more than you ever dreamed of. And if you get lost,
lead the parade.
and then you'll never be afraid. Just feel the sun on your skin. You are as free as the wind. 'Cause every day is the best day of your life.
When I grow up,
I'm gonna be more than I ever dreamed of.
and if I get lost,
I'll lead the parade, and then I'll never be afraid. I feel the sun on my skin. I am as free as the wind, 'cause every day is the best day. Just feel the sun on your skin. You are as free as the wind, 'cause every day is the best day of your life.
Oh my God, you two are so talented, it's disgusting. That's just phenomenal.
Thank
It's
you.
just phenomenal. Okay, we got a few minutes left here, and first of all, we should talk about whether you got any gigs coming up. You got any gigs coming up?
yeah, we'll be. What are we doing?
We are.
What are we doing tomorrow?
Yeah, what are we doing tomorrow? We're during the holiday season. In the last couple of years, we've had the chance to tour with John McDermott. So we're going to be playing a few shows with him in Toronto and then in St. Catharines as well to round out the year. And then come the new year, it's
Oh yeah, we'll be in Calgary. We love traveling to Calgary. It's got such a great folk community there, and we're returning there in February this
Now,
year.
do they fly you out there?
Yeah, we fly
They
out.
do.
They have so many amazing folk clubs. The communities are amazing.
Yeah.
That's a long way to go.
yeah.
It is.
I love that trip.
And how many shows will you do in Calgary?
I think we're just one that weekend, maybe two.
Yeah.
But
That's very rock and roll. In and
Yeah.
out, one show.
Totes my goats, yeah. That's a long way. Okay. You know what last week was, eh? It was a huge date on the musical calendar. Yeah, you know where I'm going already. He knows where I'm going. It was Mr. Sinatra's birthday, okay? Mr. Sinatra would have been 107. And I gather that not only do you two do this music quite beautifully, but you like Frank.
We adore Frank Sinatra.
Now, how is that possible? You're both far too young to adore Frank Sinatra. So,
Oh, my
how did that
goodness.
happen?
how could it not happen?
Hey, there, that's the right answer.
Old blue eyes.
Actually, the first time I ever sang in front of people other than my family members was in high school. They started a stage band and they were looking for a singer, and I was the one and only person to audition for the part.
So you got it.
So I got it automatically, and the first song I sang was "I've Got You Under My Skin." So I mean, obviously, Frank's the only one who's ever done it. But it's, you know, jazz and those classic American songbook style songs are at the heart, definitely deep in my heart, songs that I love so much. And we used to always throw on Frank Sinatra when we would go on our road trips and when we were off to a gig.
And he just, there's something about his delivery also just makes me laugh because some of it is just so shooting from the hip, like, I saw a man, he danced with his wife. You're like, is he drunk?
That would be in Chicago.
That would be in Chicago.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
I can't thank you two enough for you coming some distance to be here, you coming 5 floors to be here, and it was just great.
Thank you
Keep
for
on
having
keeping
us.
on. You two are so talented, and it's really a joy to hear you sing in this studio where we normally talk far too much death and destruction and not enough beauty. And that was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Amanda Walther, Sheila Carabine, Dalla. Awesome.
Thank you.
The Agenda with Steve Paikin is made possible through generous philanthropic contributions from viewers like you. Thank you for supporting TVO's journalism.